Hey guys, for public safety here. If you've been following the channel lately, then you're probably well aware that there have been a handful of people who have claimed to have had intimate knowledge of the details of my case.
No, what we have, Dumbwaiter, is documents proving that you're a woman-beating dumbass.
I wonder what address was listed on this new driver's license.
You had an ID in Kentucky.
An ID, not a license.
Right.
But wait, didn't Dummy Kruger say that he and the attorney from Kentucky, known as the DUI guy, got all my records and that's what they've been sharing with you guys?
When Chris was arrested the second time after violating the DV order on April 21st, he actually had another arraignment on that same day because he failed to complete the state driving school that he agreed to because his license was suspended. And deep down in this case file is where I found it.
Someone posted on the internet an image that would suggest that a driver's license in the state of Kentucky was obtained back in the late 90s in my name.
Well, you're the one that obtained it, Chrissy. Who else's name would it have been in? And by the way, if you look at this picture,
If that's the case, that sure would be damning, wouldn't it?
Whew. And that, folks, is what we call ball game.
Wait a minute. Are you sure?
Yeah, see, that's a fake thing because our driver's license numbers don't start with like KY0.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying? So that's like something that they're making up.
Are you
just
serious?
Dumbwaiter, if it wasn't legit, then why are you redacting all the info in this document that you claim is fake?
Are you telling me that it's possible that the troll channel lied?
And while that's possible, but it's a greater probability, Dumbwaiter, that you lied. How do we know that you lied? You opened your mouth.
That's just something that they've made up.
Or maybe it's just as I've explained to everyone all along, that it's possible that the records that are available might be fraudulent?
I don't think so.
Well, I guess now everybody's going to have to watch this whole video so they can see if they can figure out what the hell's really going on. And maybe people should stop digging into the records of my case, trying to set me up or frame me, if they don't listen when I tell them, you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about, because there's a mix of fraudulent records or malicious records in my case, as well as potentially an imposter.
Bullshit!
But that's just that, Chrissy. They are records. They are public records. They're an accurate recording of events that transpired that you did, that you were punished for. Not adequately punished for, but punished for nonetheless. That's an accounting of your behavior. Or they are receipts, if you will.
Thank you for calling the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, Department of Vehicle Regulation. Our central office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Driver licensing regional office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For faster service, including our new chat feature, visit our website at drive.ky.gov. Para español, marque dos.
So before we get too far into this, I'm going to reiterate the same thing I've been saying all along, is that this case is very complicated.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
No, it's very simple. You've decided to make it convoluted in an attempt to confuse people with your paranoid bullshit.
Because you can't depend on the records. I am going to court in less than a month, so I am not going to publish everything about this case until after court.
You're going to court in a month because of the felonies that you committed in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And when I say committed, I mean in 2023 and 2024, not the crimes that you fled from in 1999.
But since there's so many haters out there who just can't stand rationalizing the fact that me being an American, even though I'm a YouTuber, deserves a fair trial.
No, it's because you're a wife beater, not YouTuber. Beater. That's why we don't like you. That and every word that comes out of your effing mouth is dishonest. But what you are is...
I'm white trash and I'm in trouble.
So in this video, I'm at least going to dispel this latest rumor that came from Dummy Kruger and DUI Guy, in which they are trying to say that they found a license in my name from back in the time period that I'm facing prosecution over that says that I lived at the address 246 Leah Way, when I didn't.
I know guys on crack that makes more sense than you.
All right, boys and girls. Dummy Kruger is among the most scrupulous guys that I have found doing this. Larry Foreman, the same. All right. Dumbwaiter, you have absolutely zero integrity. And unlike you, Dummy Kruger and Larry Foreman, they brought receipts. They already verified. They've already proven that everything that you're claiming now is a fucking lie.
This is the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. May I get your name?
Yeah, my name is Chris Ryder.
How may I help you?
Okay, so someone put a record on the internet that suggested that there's a Kentucky driver's license that was issued in my name back in the late 90s.
But that 246 Leah Way address, was that your address?
No, I've never. I lived in Indiana.
I saved a monster bombshell regarding this address for last. A couple of months later, after all this happened on December 15th, Chris was pulled over yet again and charged with speeding, no insurance again, which was cleared up quickly because he just didn't have proof of his new policy. But the last charge is the kicker. Failure to notify DOT of address change because he was still driving with an Indiana driver's license, though he told the officer he had lived in Kentucky for 2 months. This last line really cracked me up because 2024 Chris is still using the old, I only lived in Kentucky for 2 months line, which we know isn't true because he was arrested in April of 1999 for assaulting his girlfriend at their Kentucky home.
And again, Dumbwaiter using big words that he doesn't understand the definitions to. That's not slander. Chrissy, it has been proven that you beat up your girlfriend at the time. You pled guilty to it in what had to have been a freaking record in the Commonwealth of Kentucky in 1999 because you beat her up the night before Easter. You were arrested on Easter morning before the sun came up. And within 9 total days, you had it completely adjudicated, except for the, guess what, sentence and probation that you didn't complete. Or did you complete? You had so many probations that you violated in that period of time, it's hard to keep up. But you beat her up. You were arrested for beating her up. You pled guilty to beating her up. You even argued with the judge about how much of your $1,000 bond money that your family put up for you, you got to get back because you had to pay the victim, you had to pay the court, and you even argued with the judge. I have it on my channel. So swing and a miss, strike 2.
And this is where it gets really interesting. For that new citation, he originally pleaded not guilty to speeding, but eventually agreed to state traffic school. He had the no insurance dismissed because he showed proof of his new policy that listed an address he's claiming he's never heard of. And charge number 3, the failure to notify DOT of address change, was also dismissed on February 17th because he got a new Kentucky driver's license.
And I've never had a Kentucky driver's license. So.
And yet again, another lie. Chrissy, this is your ugly wife-beating ass right here. This is your address. That says Brandenburg, Kentucky. That's where you were living when you beat up Miss Georgette. It probably wasn't the first time. It probably happened the year before when you lived in Hardin County and was arrested for the weed. But this is you, because God wouldn't make that mistake twice.
I wonder if someone was stealing my identity back then, and I need the record.
Well, if you need accurate records in regards to your driver's license, you might want to check out Dunning-Kruger. And again, nobody used a driver's license in your name to steal your identity while getting your picture. And again, if they were stealing your identity, how did they manage to get your picture on the driver's license?
Okay, what's your social? Spell your last name?
REI, T as in Tom, ER.
I see a record in here for you, but I don't see that I don't see a license. Okay, let me send you down to speak with licensing to see maybe what's going on, okay?
The plot doesn't thicken, you wife-beating piece of trash. Good God, it doesn't thicken. There's no conspiratorial against you. You got caught back in the day doing something bad, all right? You got put on probation. You did not live up to the terms of the probation that you agreed to. You ran and hid like a bitch for a quarter of a century in Indiana. And then when you thought enough time had gone by, you came back to Kentucky with your frauditing bullshit. You got caught. You went back to Meade County trying to commit your, we'll just say, your less than honest way of dealing with the criminal justice system, and recorded yourself committing even more crimes for which you were arrested. So I tell you what, I can't take any more of your bullshit in this video. We will just destroy you on the stream tonight. Anyway, guys, it's Wrangler. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Have a good one. Dumbwaiter. Fuck off.